Naamah and Lilith, the twin devils, are one of the most prolific characters in Black Clover. Obviously, they're nothing to write home about in terms of development, but their strength has really had a chokehold on the Black Clover community. People think that they're stronger than Magicula, people think that they're stronger than Devil Heart Zenon, and people think that they're stronger than Yuno. And that today in this video will be the topic of discussion. Can Yuno defeat the twin devils, or will he get defeated by them just like Nacht? Now, discussing the Twin Devils' feats is pretty easy, since all we have to go off of is the Nacht fight and the Asta fight and some statements made by Nacht. Lilith and Naamah were able to off-guard Jack, a Jack who was able to basically push back 80% Dante, and this would make the twins higher than the 80% Triad, because obviously Nacht thought that the Triad would be equal to the twins in their 80% forms, but obviously they're on a different tier. This is their base form. They're not flexing any magic, they're not flexing mana, they're just in their base casually doing this. And Nacht just assumes that these guys are on a completely different level than the Triad. Their suppressed forms are above the 80% of the Triad. These are the same Triads who were able to capture the likes of Yami and William and even Laura Pachica. When Dante went to his 100% form, the twins even still wanted to play with him. They wanted to fight him, but they didn't want to because they didn't want to piss off Lucifero. Not because they were scared of Dante, they didn't want to piss off their superior, which was Lucifero. This is where Nacht takes over and tries to fight the Twin Devils, and obviously it was a 99 overall versus a 0 overall because Nacht got his ass whooped. But give props to Nacht, he did try to pull out all the stops. First, he continued to use his Devil Union and tried his best to take them to church, tried to blind them with his Devil Hunting Ground, and even tried to hit them with his best attacks, but nothing worked. While these guys were suppressed and playing, he just couldn't make a dent in them. Even when Nacht quote-unquote surpassed his limit and doubled his Devil Union, it still wasn't enough. The moment they started taking him seriously, they destroyed his Monument of Atonement and destroyed concepts that didn't even exist. These devils can burn and freeze everything. The moment Asta joins the fray is when they start to lose a little bit of ground. They are able to dodge Asta's swings and even are kind of playing, but at the same time taking him more seriously than Nacht, even saying that which one of us is he gonna hit or which one of them are gonna hit him first. Asta gets his Demon Destroyer sword, he's able to negate their magic and go up close and personal and slice apart Naamah. Their final trump card would be fusing together into Naamah Lilith, or better known as the Fused Devil. Obviously, Nacht states it's more than a 1+1, which means it's more than a 2x multiplier on them. They have some attack, which is basically a supernova that would destroy everyone in the Spade Kingdom and the Spade Kingdom in general, besides Asta if he survives this. But Asta is able to slap it back at them, or slap it back somewhere else and destroy it. And this would actually make Naamah Lilith experience fear for the first time in their lives. They would actually use their brain for once and try to run out the clock with Devil Union, but obviously Nacht being there wouldn't allow them, and also would have delivered the final blow, killing them and ending their reign of terror. With that being said, it's obvious that Lilith and Naamah are stronger than your average devil, obviously being the Supreme Devils on the first gate, but obviously they are probably the weakest Supreme Devils in the underworld. They could probably beat captains like Jack, Dorothy, Nozel, and Charlotte and Rill, but obviously that is up for contention and up in the air, because obviously people in Black Clover get stronger and stronger throughout the fights. Obviously, we're talking about Spade Arc Yuno. Time skip Yuno is something that we talk about in a different video. But starting off with Boreas Yuno, obviously Boreas Yuno could barely even match up against 100% Zenon, and 100% Zenon is equal to or a little bit below Naamah and Lilith. Obviously, being said by Nacht, they possess the power of the highest order. This is where Yuno's path ends, because obviously if it did, this would be a very quick video. But obviously, Zenon gives up his soul to get a Devil's Heart, and we already know that 100% Zenon was at least equal to or a little bit below Naamah and Lilith. And with this, we know that a Devil's Bargain can increase your strength astronomically. Now, we look at Asta's Devil Arm, how he was able to go from getting his ass beat by 60% Dante to combating 80% Dante with Yami. And with this strength, Zenon is able to completely crush Yuno, Finral, and Longris. This guy has become even more stronger than the Supreme Devils separately, and even probably stronger than Naamah and Lilith. Until Yuno gets his inherent magic, which is Star Magic, he's able to turn the tides and even use his Spirit Dive and completely contend with Zenon. Star Magic is able to blitz Zenon, a suppressed Zenon, in his base form, and Zenon is even taking him seriously when he goes into his Spirit Dive, which we know is a 2x multiplier. Both Zenon and Yuno clash, and it seems like none of them can get the upper hand, even though it seems like Zenon is a bit stronger and is confident that he can win this battle, and Yuno doesn't really stand a chance. The moment that Zenon thinks he's going to win, he doesn't, because Yuno achieves Saint Stage, which resonates with Bell, and he actually gains more stars because the stronger he got in the battle. And that is actually a theme in the Black Clover Spade arc, which I will go over in a very different video because I believe that the characters do get stronger throughout the Spade arc. And in the battle with 50% Lucifero was versing Yuno, and Yuno wasn't even using Saint Stage, because Yuno's sword was a bit bigger, while Yuno's sword against Lucifero, it was the same size as Zephyr. Yuno does understand that Lucifer is way stronger than 100% Devil Heart Zenon, and even says that one attack could kill them. He was able to do this with Merliona because Merliona was able to continuously get stronger with Hellfire Incarnate, and she was able to stand Lucifero's presence of the Demon King without Twilight of Valhalla. So give Merliona some props. This is the same Lucifer who almost sent Nozel to see his mother, and this is the same Nozel who was able to somewhat body Magicla, but the only reason why he couldn't beat her is because he did not have arcade magic. And we know that this Magicla eclipses 100% Vonica in power, and we know that Noel is stronger than Noct at this point in the time. If Yuno was to go mono-y-mono with the Twin Devils, he could just teleport away with his star magic, even shoot them with lasers, use conjunction, or even make shields. He could even shoot Eurus if need be, but I doubt he's going to need it. Now, if both Yuno and the twins were to have a straight-up brawl, then Yuno would completely body them, and this isn't even up for discussion. Yuno not only outclasses and is above 100% Zenon, he is even stronger than Devil Heart Zenon, and we know 100% Zenon is somewhat equal to the Twin Devils, which being Lilith and Naamah separately. Now, if you want to say that Devil Heart Zenon is stronger than the twins combined, you can even say that, because you can even say Yuno's Saint Stage and Spirit Dive is a 4x multiplier, because only his half Spirit Dive is a 2x, so it only makes sense for his full one to be a 4x multiplier. We do know that Lilith and Naamah's fusion is not a 1+1, it's just a 2x multiplier on Lilith's power, and that would actually make sense, and that would actually give Yuno the edge since his Spirit Dive should be a 2x multiplier, but the completed version should be a 4x because it would actually make sense because it's a greater increase of power. And we do know in the Lucifero fight, Yuno does do better, which I mentioned, than Nozel, who bodied Magicla but couldn't win because of arcane magic. And with that, Yuno should be vastly, and yes I mean vastly, above Magicla, who is above Naamah and Lilith, and probably even fused. I do think that the Twin Devil fans are going to say this, that they can burn and freeze everything, and not only that, they were able to destroy Noct's Monument of Atonement. Well, my simple answer to that is they just have to be vaguely stronger than Noct, which they were, and I don't think they're vaguely stronger than Yuno, because they aren't. Yuno is vastly above them, he's faster, stronger, he could probably beat them with Saint Stage, and even if Yuno couldn't beat them, he'd probably just knock them out. Even if you want to say that the Twin Devils and throw them a bone and say that they transform before Yuno gets a chance to even kill them, it doesn't really matter because I already stated before, Yuno should be vastly above their Twin Devil form, and not only that, I don't think that Yuno would give them a chance, because if a hypothetical one-on-one battle, well, two-on-one battle, Yuno would beat them easily. The only way you could say that twins win is that they're stronger than Darktrider, even stronger than Devil Heart Zenon, which is probably cap, and you're probably lying to yourself. And please, for the love of Julius, stop bringing up that they can burn and freeze everything. That is a no limits fallacy. And please stop bringing up that Yuno can't hit them or damage them. He clearly can. So please stop. We are past this. This is monkey stuff. Now, if you did enjoy this video and watch until the end, thank you. And not only that, comment down below what kind of fights you want to see from Black Clover or Crossverse. I'm going to try to do that stuff with a little bit of help. But if you guys did enjoy the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Hit that bell notification to always stay notified whenever I upload a video. Hopefully we can keep the comments civil, but until now, it has been the Red Cloak, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out.